Hello all. Hope all is well. If you're receiving this video, your player is signed up for the Summer League. This is our official welcome video, so please watch in its entirety. I do have a decent amount of things to go over. Good news is you only have to watch it once, but please share this video out with anybody else that you know that signed up. It's just important that we all have the same understanding, okay? This video is being sent out to everybody, regardless of grade level or gender. We have about 350 players, a little bit over that actually, that are signed up for this year's Summer League. So it's going to be great, okay? First off, the Summer League starts next week, all right? And with that, let's talk about structure and schedule. Nothing has changed with either, but this is just good reminders for everybody. The Summer League is 4 consecutive weeks, and players play 2 games each night on 2 different nights during the week. Everything is at the evening time, okay? The schedule has not changed from what was originally posted online, and it still can be found on the Summer League page. As a reminder, 8th, 9th girls play Monday and Wednesdays, 4:45 to 6:30. 8th, 9th boys play Monday and Wednesday, 6:35 to 8:20. 4th, 5th boys and girls play Tuesday, Thursday, 4:45 to 6:30. 6th, 7th boys and 6th, 7th girls play Tuesday, Thursday, 6:35 to 8:20. Okay. Remember, the grade levels are combined. We don't combine genders. All right. But 4th, 5th boys, 4th and 5th combine to mix up to make teams. 4th, 5th girls will mix up to make teams with all the grade levels. That's how we do it. The games, you get 2 games each night that they're going to play during that time slot. Okay. The days and the time slots are not going to change. During that time slot, your player is either going to play back to back, all right, or they're going to perhaps sit and then play, or they're going to play, sit, play, just depending on how many teams we have formed for that court within that division, okay? The only adjustment that we have to the schedule is for the 4th, 5th, and 6th, 7th grade boys and girls. We will not have games on July 4th. We will make that up on Sunday. It's going to be in the evening time. That information for specific game times will be sent in this email, and we'll also send out reminders, okay? The Summer League is just games, all right? No practices included, okay? Now, that's it for schedule and structure. Now, let's talk about what to wear. We have ordered Summer League jerseys. There is an official Summer League jersey that we do want everybody to have. I know some people have maybe participated in our training or in our teams, but we do have an official Summer League jersey. If you are returning and you've participated last year, it's the same jersey. We don't change that up, okay? They generally come in the second week of the league. Until then, we ask everybody to wear a black and a white, or bring a black and a white shirt, wear a black and a white reversible. If you participated in anything else with M14, you're fine to wear that, black and red, gray and white, black and red, whatever it might be, with any of the jerseys that you might have with M14 on it. You can wear that until we get the Summer League jerseys in, okay? After that, we want everybody to wear the Summer League jersey. As soon as the jerseys get in, those guys, during that second week, when they get in, it is going to be a process to get them out, okay? So please recognize that. Have some patience with us, guys, because it does take a little bit of time for us to do court by court to give everybody their jerseys out, all right? Now, let's talk about the check-in process each night when your player arrives, okay? Please arrive 10 minutes before your league starts. Don't arrive any sooner than that. We always have something going on before or after the leagues start or finish. And that's not going to be a lot of time to shoot around, guys, okay? When your player arrives, they're going to walk in the facility. They're going to go to the film room wall. They're going to find a sheet of paper that's taped to the glass. On those sheets of papers, it'll have player's name. They need to find their name, and it'll have a court number attached to that, okay? They walk in the gym, they go to that court, they put their stuff down, they shoot around until the whistle blows, all right? We generally don't have any time for layup lines or things like that, guys, so I want you to don't be in that mindset of it'll look like that, okay? Once the start time arrives and gets there, and we blow the whistle, and we get going, okay? So simple instruction, guys. You walk in, go to the film room wall, find your player's name, has a court attached to it, go to that court, put your stuff down, kid can shoot around until we blow the whistle, all right? Speaking of teams, now let's get into the reminder of how the Summer League team structures goes and how do we put them together, all right? First off, again, as I said, grade levels are combined. So we have all the 4th, 5th boys playing together, all the 4th, 5th girls playing together. Same for 6th, 7th boys and girls, as well as 8th, 9th boys and girls, okay? Within some of these grade level divisions, guys, we do have them broken down into color divisions, okay? Black and red, all right? This is done for quality purposes. Within each grade level and potentially each color division, that's how we form teams, okay? So for an example, for the 6th, 7th boys, as an example, parents, We could have a 6th-7th black division. We could have a 6th-7th red division. All right. Within the 6th-7th black division, we'll form the teams there. Within the 6th-7th red division, we will form the teams there. Okay. The color divisions don't change. All right. And players don't switch, and color divisions don't play against each other. So we don't have 6th-7th red team playing against a 6th-7th black team. It's not how this works. We have the teams formed in 6th-7th black. They play against each other for the entire league. We have 6th-7th red. They form and play, form teams together, and they play against each other for the entire league. All right. We make sure we have enough players, obviously, in each color division to make sure it's competitive. All right. But with that, we mix up the teams. All right. Not on each night, but on the second day is when we'll mix up teams. So keeping it with the example of 6th-7th boys. All right. We got the 6th-7th black division. We're going to form teams. They play on Tuesday. That's going to be their team for those 2 games. When they come back on Thursday, we're going to mix up the teams within the 6-7 black, and then that's going to be their team for Thursday. All right. So then we'll mix up teams like that on the second day or weekly. That's how we make up teams to make sure it stays competitive and it doesn't get redundant or boring. Okay. When we divide up the teams, we're not trying to stack the teams, guys. We're not putting the best players on this team to play against these kids. That's not how this whole thing works. Okay. For those of you guys that are new to the league, have never participated in it and don't understand it, I will tell you this: don't worry, trust us. This is how we've always done it. This is going on the 9th year of doing it. And just never forget the purpose of the league, guys. We don't want to keep the teams the same, because then everybody starts trying to keep a record, right? We don't want to give out medals and trophies. Because that's just not what happened when you went to play pickup ball. Okay. The goal is to create an environment that kids feel comfortable being aggressive, trying new moves, learning to play with different people, and working through these issues without mom and dad policing it. Okay. Now, it's not a free for all. So let's talk about the managers and the coaches. Okay. We will have managers. And by managers, you guys know what I mean. I mean the people that are fully employed here, that do this as their career. They'll be at the games monitoring a court or 2 courts potentially. Okay. So we'll have a full-time person on every court, making sure that things are running smoothly. Each team is going to get coached and have a coach, and it's either going to be somebody that's on our staff, or it's going to be a former player of ours, that plays college basketball. Okay. The kids really get a kick out of that when they get to be coached by the college kids. Now we try to keep the coaches the same within each division, but you can expect that your player is going to play for a different coach on their next day. All right, that could happen. Okay, so we do mix it up like that. That's on purpose. All right. Next, with absences. All right, because sometimes you're going to miss. Everybody's going to miss 1 or 2 of them, guys. It's how it always goes. Okay. You do not need to email us and let us know. We will know, because when we get to the court, your player's not going to be there. Okay. This is another reason why we mix up the teams the way we do. It just makes it easier for us to make adjustments to make sure things are still running smoothly if somebody misses. Again, you do not need to email us or call us if your player's not going to be there. Okay. We don't do any refunds or credits if you miss a session. All right. So let's make sure we can be there. Okay. Game rules now. Let's talk about that. How do the games go? For all 4th and 5th grade divisions, boys and girls, black or red, doesn't matter. My staff refs those games. It's easier if my staff refs it, because it can help the game go along. We can still be out there trying to tell players what they should be doing, things they should be looking for. Okay. For all the other grade level divisions, we have 2 official refs that ref those games. Okay. All games are 2 16-minute running clock. All right. 2 half 16-minute running clocks. The last minute of the game, the clock stops. For free throws, for all shooting fouls that take place before the last minute of the game, one shot's going to be for 2 points if they get fouled on inside the 3. If they get fouled on a 3-pointer, 1 shot for 3 points. Okay. We don't like to waste time with their free throw routines on a running clock. All right. Just kills too much of the game time. We want the kids playing more than just being on the free throw line. All right. Last minute of the game, for when the clock stops, any of the fouls constitute to a 1-and-1. All right. Doesn't have to be a shooting foul. So then all teams are in the bonus then for the last minute of the game. It's a really cool rule we have, because if a team is down by 10, they could actually foul their way back into the game. And that has happened many of times. Okay. No player can foul out. Playing time is equal. And remember, when I say equal, I mean, unless it's a fast break layup, we are going to hit the horn right in the middle of the game. We're not waiting for a dead ball, and we're going to sub everybody in. Okay. We are going to ask a parent to work the clock to help keep the clock and the score. Okay. So that's the game rules. And finally, now, before you get out of this, you always know There are parent rules, all right? First off, there's no fee to get in, guys. This isn't like a tournament or anything. So you're welcome to invite anybody that you'd like to come watch your player play, okay? Please sit down in the bleachers, all right? Film the games if you like to. Post it and tag us in it, all right? So please do that. We're totally fine with that, all right? Cheer for your player. Cheer for the team, all right? Stay off the courts. Nothing changes with that rule. You guys know that one. Don't walk on the courts, please, all right? And the last rule, guys, enjoy watching your son and your daughter play basketball, all right? Guys, I run the biggest club in the state. I have teams at every grade level and every gender. I know everything that goes on at tournaments. The Summer League just isn't that, all right? Sit down and enjoy watching your player play basketball, okay? Those of you guys that are part of M14, you know our rules with that. Those of you guys that are joining in, remember you're joining into our organization. You're going to have to do things the way that we do it, okay? And that means that you got to follow our rules, okay? Think back to when you were at the park, guys, with your friends. Your parents or your friends' parents weren't there policing everything, screaming, and just introducing negativity into this, all right? What I want everybody to do, all right, and I'm almost done, so thank you for holding on with me on this. Once this video is over, I want you to Google block versus random practices. Block, literally B-L-O-C-K versus random practices, okay? The Summer League has been a turning point for players because of the environment that we've created. It's a little bit random with the teammates and who you're going to play with. It's a little bit random on who's going to be your coach, okay? There is no offense, all right? But some of that is what leads to the excitement and the fun. But equally important, that's why they turned the corner, because that random environment has led to the most retention as well as the most transferability in terms of them playing and taking their moves into the game, okay? So it's not block style, guys, which is more kind of like what teams do, even though the game is random. We introduce a little bit more randomness into the Summer League, okay? Expect the first week of games to not look good, guys. They won't, all right? But by the fourth week, you're probably going to be amazed and shocked of the way that these kids are playing, the style that they're playing, because sometimes as parents, we overparent and we forget that there's a lot of learning that comes from failure and just figuring it out on your own, okay? Our coaches are going to be there, guys. Our managers are going to be there to make sure the style of play is correct, all right? If things aren't going right, guys, we'll blow the whistle. We'll shut it down. We'll bring them in and say, hey, everybody's coming up and just jacking the ball from half court, guys. That's not the way that you're going to play basketball, all right? We want stuff that's going to work, right, when you transfer into playing for and trying out for an AAU team, trying out for the middle school, the high school team. But you have to be comfortable trying to be more aggressive and impact the game in different ways, all right? This is the environment that we want for that. So please, 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 parents, don't get in the way of that, all right? Don't come in here and mess that up, guys. We are an organization that does enforce rules. So for the next 4 weeks, please just do me a favor. Leave your egos outside and just enjoy your kid playing basketball, all right? And that's it, guys, okay? If you have any questions, I want you to rewatch this video first and see if I already answered it. Then I want you to come ask us, all right? Or don't, and just trust us, all right? We've been doing this for a long time. The Summer League has grown literally every single year, and it has to be for a reason, guys, okay? And we have big plans to make this the best Summer League that we've ever had. All right. So we are super excited about it. It is always a fun time with the Summer League. Great environment. Okay. And remember, that is all because of you. All right. So let's just come in and enjoy it, guys. All right. I want everybody to have a great weekend, and we get things going next week. Okay. So we'll see you in the gym, guys. Thanks.